Hi, guys. We are going to talk about doing your own forecast. That's right. And if you are one that is struggling with astrology, you just learn about astrology, you are excited about astrology, this video is for you. What we're going to talk about is what is a forecast, what is a transit, and then how you could interpret your own forecast by yourself. That's right. So we are going to share the screen. Bear with me. When we look at a forecast, we have to look at transits. What is a transit? Well, let's start with the full moon in 20 degrees Sagittarius. That is a transit. So June 11th, 2025, we're going to have a transit, which means that the sky is going to be looking like this flat wheel. What are we looking at? The first thing that you want to look at is right here, the 20 degrees Gemini. The sun will be 20 degrees Gemini, and opposite 20 degrees Sagittarius, the moon. By definition, this is a full moon. So when we look at that, and when you look at the astrology grid, you have the sun and the moon 0 degrees apart from one another with no orb. So let's backtrack. Before you can learn any of these transits, for you new astrology enthusiasts, you have to understand astrology alphabet, which are the symbols. You have to be able to read the symbols and the glyphs. Those are like letters in a word. Then you have to know the 4 components of astrology, the 4 astral components. Like in grammar, the English language, you have a verb, an adverb, a subject, a predicate, like that. You also can use the formula to look at future transits. So you will be able to forecast your own chart. But you have to know the astro alphabet, the symbols, the components, the 4 components, and then you could follow any astrologer that does mundane astrology or forecasts. Now, the other thing you must understand, astrology forecast is not equal to predictions. That is the number one thing you got to get through your head. So astrology forecast is like predicting the weather. A forecast means, you know what? This planet is moving into this sign, and you look and see what house it's in, and does it make any impact on your natal planets? And now you're prepared for the forecast. The weather forecast, partly cloudy with a 10% chance of rain. Grab your umbrella, grab your raincoat, you're all set. There's a hurricane coming up the coast. It will be there in 6 hours. Go to safety. There's a tornado coming. These are forecasts. So when you look at a forecast of astrology, remember, it doesn't predict. Just like how many times I live in a hurricane area here, and now we get tornadoes. So we have tornado watch and we have tornado warning, which means one is more severe than the other. However, it's for you to get prepared. So when you look at the astrology chart that I'm going to show you for the full moon, instead of getting all wrapped up around the axle about this full moon 20 degrees Sagittarius, or there's a Mercury retrograde coming, oh, the chicken little, the sky is falling down, all bad stuff is going to happen. No, the only thing that happens is these planets cycle around, and it may impact your natal chart. Now I'm going to teach you the formula so you could do your own forecasting from now on, as long as you know the components and you could read all these symbols and glyphs and understand that these are houses and it moves counterclockwise. So June 11th at 3:42, 25 seconds a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right here in Virginia Beach, we're going to have a full moon, exact full moon. Are you going to feel it before that and after that? Yes, but we're going to know that it's a full moon at this particular time. So let's scroll down and you could see that the full moon is 20 degrees Sagittarius with the blue arrow. And by definition, and you can see it's very visual, you have the sun opposite the moon. The sun means self, desire. The moon, feelings, memory. There's about 20 keywords. If you need keywords, you could get them from me. Just contact me through the links. Now, look at your natal chart. Here comes a formula. Look at your natal chart for any mutable or fire signs between 18 to 22 degrees. If you don't know what mutable and fire mean, that's part of the component under signs. So you need to learn that. If you're interested in learning from me, send me a email, text me, and let me know, and I'll send you a wait list link. So you'll be the first one to know when that class is coming up. In general terms, it's suggesting information to put out to the world. Now, if this impacts your life, you could see what kind of information, who does it involve, and what other planets on your natal chart are involved. Okay? Now, Jupiter has shifted gears right here with the red arrow into Cancer. It's a sign of emotions and initiative, focusing on the family, nurturing, and home life for the next year. So Jupiter is going to be in Cancer, this whole area here, the blue area, for 1 year. That's 30 degrees, okay? And you could track that in your natal chart to see what area of the chart and what planets and points are going to be impacted, okay? So you're going to look at your natal chart for cardinal and water signs right now between 0 and 29 degrees, and mutable signs between 28 and 29 degrees for this week only. And that will be very telling. So you need to have your keywords for the planets, the signs, the aspects, the elements and the modalities, and the houses. Once you have those keywords, and if you want the ebook with all those keywords, contact me or go on my website and get the book. It's very inexpensive. Now, Jupiter is square Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Well, the green arrow kind of left. So here we have, just look at my red arrow here. We have Neptune and so we have Neptune and Saturn in the beginning degrees of Aries, which is a cardinal fire sign, and it's square to Jupiter. What does that mean? It suggests being at the right place at the right time. So then you're going to take this information and do a bi-wheel, which is two wheels on one paper, and you'll be able to see your natal chart on the inside and these transits on the outside, and then you could see which ones are conjunct if you're a beginner. If you're more advanced, then you could see oppositions, trines, and other aspects. But stay with what you know. If it's a conjunction, that's what I described here. These are conjunctions. Some of these, if you're more advanced, you'll understand that they could be squares and oppositions as well. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below or contact me. You know how to contact me. It's all in the bio. And let me know if you want to learn anything else on the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow the blog and sign up for newsletters if you're interested, if you like. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you again next time. All my love, Ev Zervudakis. Well, take care.